Morning hiking friends, it's Micey. Today I am going to take you to Siphon Draw. It is the spot where I broke my ankle, and if you keep going past Siphon Draw, it's where you can reach the Flatiron. It's a beautiful, beautiful hike. So here we go. Let me show you the view. I'm in the Superstition Wilderness. That is the gorgeous Superstition Mountain. And here we go. Starting on the Jacobs Crosscut Trail, we will follow this to the Siphon Draw Trail. So there are a couple of ways for you to get to the Siphon Draw Trail. I decided to start at Jacobs Crosscut because the parking is free. And if you want to strictly do the Siphon Draw Trail, you can go into the Lost Dutchman State Park and park there, but they charge you, I think it's like $7 to get into the park to park your car. So it's up to you. I absolutely love it out here. It is such a gorgeous wilderness anyway. You slice it. Today's gonna be great. It's completely overcast. No sunrise views to speak of, but that's okay. It makes a very nice, cool hike. So far, the Jacobs Crosscut Trail has been a breeze. At 1.94 miles into the Jacobs Crosscut Trail, I have reached the junction for the Siphon Draw Trail 53. And that is the route I'm going to be getting on now. And let me show you the views. If you head down the trail this way, it will take you back to the Lost Dutchman State Park, which is like down off in the distance down there. That out there, that's 4 peaks, but the angle I'm on, you can only see 3 of the peaks. And that beauty up there, right there, that is the Flatiron. And that is over 3,000 feet of elevation. So the first time I hiked up there, it actually snowed, which was pretty cool. First time I did it was in December of 2015, and then last year I did it with my sons, and on the way down, when I got about halfway down, I slipped on a perfectly level boulder and broke my ankle. So I've gone up there twice. I don't feel the need to go up there again. At least I don't think I do. You know, time will tell. Not this year. This trail, Siphon Draw, is an official trail, and when you get to the top of it and go beyond to get to the Flatiron, that is an unofficial trail. But it's a good trail nevertheless, and it's easy to follow. And it is so popular that you are bound to run into other hikers. This is one of the most popular hikes around Phoenix. Welcome to the Superstition Wilderness. Once you hit the Siphon Draw Trail, it's pretty much all uphill from there. This is a very difficult and strenuous trail. Keep in mind, too, that for the most part, there is no water to be found anywhere on this trail, with the exception of maybe after winter snow melts and a good rainstorm. The draw does collect water, but so backpacking and camping are allowed in the Superstition Wilderness unless there's a sign that specifically says no camping. And actually, my first backpacking trip was out here like 21 months ago. The first one was the most painful and disastrous. Well, not that disastrous because I'm still here, but we actually hiked up the other side of the Superstition Mountain with the intention of coming over this way and coming out of the Superstition, coming off of the mountain by way of the Flatiron, but you know, the best laid plans didn't happen. We ran out of water, so we turned around and went back the way we came. So, if you can make it to the Flatiron, there's great spots for camping up there because it opens up and it's very flat. Once you get beyond Siphon Draw, to go up to the Flatiron becomes like class 2 or class 3 rock climbing. And almost at the very top, you hit a wall that is probably 7 or 8 or 9 feet high. And so, being 5 feet tall, I literally can't make the Flatiron without a group of people. All right, folks, there's Siphon Draw, and there is the Flatiron up there. I think they call it the Flatiron because it looks like the Flatiron building in New York City, or they call the building in New York City the Flatiron because it looks like the Flatiron Mountain. I don't know. I'm going to attempt to get up to the spot where I broke my ankle and then call it a day. Okay, right now I'm in the Siphon Draw, and which is essentially a gigantic granite wash. When this rock gets wet, it is like a sheet of ice. So keep that in mind too when you come out to hike to the Flatiron. You really have to make sure the weather's going to be okay and dry. And as you can see, there's no water in it at all today, so we're good. To get towards the top of Siphon Draw Trail, start looking for the white dots, the bingo dots. They are like the blazes and mark the trail. Well, I have reached the spot where it happened, where I broke my ankle. It's like somewhere in this general vicinity. I think it might be right on here because it was so level and smooth that I couldn't believe it. That I couldn't believe it happened. This is really steep and really scary, and I'll probably be sliding down the trail on my butt, even with all 4 limbs being working, because it's really scary. Let me show you the view. Look at that. gorgeous. And the Flatiron is still all the way up there. It's at least another 1,000 feet, if not 1,200 feet of elevation. This is cool. When it's raining, this whole plain is a floodplain, so it's like a gigantic, gorgeous waterfall. So, from breaking my ankle up there, I managed to get about maybe 100 yards. You can't even see it where I managed to get to. And then like out on a little bit beyond that precipice is where the helicopter dropped off the search and rescue guy. And then when this trail is this steep, I mean, you can't even tell. You can't even appreciate how steep this trail is. It is a very slow crawl to get down from this point. Well, from the Flatiron on down. It is a very slow and steady crawl to be safe. So basically anything you could get your hands and feet on. This is the scariest part of the trail, right here. And when I broke my ankle, it took so long to get down to this point. And I came, you can't even see it anymore. It's way up around there. And right there ish, I can't even point to it, is where the helicopter dropped off search and rescue. And I think it was like down there, somewhere around down there, that they put me on the cable to fly me out and down to the trailhead. All right, I have made it back to the more moderate part of the trail in one piece. And I'm really happy because I wanted to not be afraid of hiking this trail. You know? Just want to not be afraid. So, yay. All right. I've made it back to the junction with Jacobs Crosscut. And now it's a 2-mile cruise back to the car. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. That's it for this hike. I made it back to the trailhead in one piece. I'm very thankful for that. I ended up hiking 7.5 miles in just under 4 hours with a total elevation gain of 1,350 feet. I probably could have done it faster, but I stopped to talk to other hikers, and you know, it's my day off, so I'm not trying to rush through a hike. I'm super excited that I got to the spot where I broke my ankle. It restored a bit of my confidence because that is the scariest part of the trail for me. So, yeah. Thanks for hiking along. If you like my channel, be sure to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And as usual, I will see you again out on the trail.